Chapter 4. Later, Passepartout wakes up. He goes onto the Carnatic and the ship leaves. But Fogg and Mrs. Aouda aren't with him. Next morning, Fogg and Mrs. Aouda go to get on the Carnatic, but it isn't there. Fix arrives. "The Carnatic's on its way to Japan," he says, "and the next ship to Yokohama leaves next week." "Where's Passepartout?" asks Mrs. Aouda. "I don't know," says Fogg, "but we must go on without him. We must find another ship." Fogg finds a small ship, the Tankadere, to go to Shanghai. There they can get a big ship to Yokohama. "Can I go with you?" asks Fix. "Of course," Fogg answers. The Tankadere travels through storms. And at last arrives near Shanghai. Suddenly, they see a big ship in front of them. "It's on its way to Yokohama." "Signal to that ship," says Fogg. Passepartout arrives in Yokohama, but he has no money. He leaves the Carnatic and finds work in Mr. Batulka's circus. "I can go to America with the circus," he thinks. Fogg, Mrs. Aouda and Fix get on the big ship, and a week later they arrive in Japan. The Carnatic is in Yokohama. Fogg and Mrs. Aouda go onto the Carnatic. They find Passepartout's name in the book of passengers' names, but they can't find Passepartout. Their ship leaves for San Francisco in a few hours. Before they leave, Fogg goes to the circus. Passepartout sees him there. "Mr. Fogg!" he says happily. Fogg wants to take Passepartout with him. But first, he must pay Mr. Batulka. At 6 o'clock in the evening, Fogg, Passepartout and Mrs. Aouda go onto the American ship. Fix follows them.